One of the main goals for NFL running backs is to hit 1,000 yards in a single season, and the number is just so sexy and luxurious. And reaching 1,000 yards usually puts you in the Pro Bowl and in that top tier running backs. Greats like Jim Brown and Barry Sanders racked up 1,000-yard seasons like it was nothing, like it was a piece of cake. But a number of little-known running backs managed to put together that one big year that saw them hit that milestone. What's up, all you Quantumaniacs? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything. I'm DeQwan Young, and today we present 10 NFL running backs you didn't know had 1,000-yard seasons. And a big shout out to Justin Wagner for suggesting this video. Number 10, Christian Okoye. Born in Nigeria, Okoye was referred to as the Nigerian Nightmare. The two-time Pro Bowler isn't really talked about today, however, because he only played 6 seasons in the NFL. Okoye won the 1989 AFC Offensive Player of the Year award after rushing for 1,480 yards and 12 touchdowns. He had one more 1,000-yard season in 1991, and he played one more year and then surprisingly retired. Okoye said football was strictly a job to him, and he just didn't have the passion to keep going after 6 seasons. Number 9, Olandis. The Denver Broncos lost Hall of Famer and Super Bowl MVP Terrell Davis for most of the 1999 season after he suffered MCL and ACL tears. That's where Georgia product Olandis stepped in as Denver's lead back. Gary took advantage of the opportunity and rushed for 1,159 yards and 7 touchdowns, averaging an impressive 4.2 yards per carry. However, Gary suffered a bad knee injury the following season and never regained the star-like form. The most he ever rushed for again was 384 yards with the Detroit Lions in 2003. He was out of the NFL soon afterwards. Number 8, Robert Edwards. After losing star running back Curtis Martin to the rival New York Jets, the New England Patriots needed a replacement. They used the 18th overall pick in 1998 on Georgia running back Robert Edwards. It's a lot of Georgia running backs out here. He lived up to the hype in his rookie year, rushing for 1,115 yards and 9 touchdowns. Sadly, Edwards suffered a gruesome knee injury while playing flag football. And despite being warned he may not walk again, Edwards returned to the NFL 4 years later and played for the Miami Dolphins. Edwards then played 4 seasons in the CFL, shining for the Montreal Alouettes by rushing for 1,000 yards twice. Number 7, LaMont. The Maryland product played in the NFL from 2001 to 2009, but he's a one-hit wonder. Jordan backed up Curtis Martin on the New York Jets from 2001 to 2004, but finally got his chance when the Oakland Raiders signed him for $27 million. Jordan rushed for 1,025 yards and 9 touchdowns in his first season with the Raiders. It was all downhill from there, unfortunately. Jordan's best totals after that, 549 yards in 2007, and he was out of the NFL after the 2009 season. Number 6, James Allen. Now, Chicago Bears fans best remember Allen as the guy who caught an insane Hail Mary on the final play of regulation in a 2001 home game versus the Browns. And that set up an improbable comeback win in overtime. But Allen wasn't a one-play wonder. Rather, he was a one-year wonder. Allen rushed for 1,120 yards for the Bears in 2000, despite only averaging 3.9 yards per carry and rushing for just 2 touchdowns. Number 5, Ladell. A shoulder injury forced Washington Redskins star running back Clinton Portis to miss half of the 2006 season. But not to worry, Redskins fans. Iowa running back Ladell was able to step in and fill the void. Betts rushed for 1,154 yards and 4 touchdowns with the Redskins in 2006. He averaged an absolutely amazing 4.7 yards per carry. But Portis was healthy for the 2007 season, and he'd returned without ever losing his starting gig. And that didn't bode well for Betts, who never got starting reps and had to accept second and third string duties until his career ended following the 2010 season. Number 4, Craig James. After a solid rookie year that saw him rush for 790 yards, Craig James enjoyed a breakout year in 1985 that saw him reach the Pro Bowl. After a solid rookie year that saw him rush for 790 yards, Craig James enjoyed a breakout year in 1985 that saw him reach the Pro Bowl. He rushed for 1,227 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging about 5 yards per carry. Unfortunately, it wasn't so much a breakout year, but rather another one-hit wonder. James had a miserable 1986 season and was out of the NFL after the 1988 season. Number 3, John Settle. He only played 4 seasons in the NFL for the Atlanta Falcons, but John settled down and made sure that he made the most of his opportunities. See what I did there? Settle finished with just 1,801 career rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. 1,024 of those rushing yards came in the 1988 season where he averaged 4.4 yards per carry and scored 7 touchdowns. The effort landed Settle his only Pro Bowl nomination. Settle did make history, however. He was the first undrafted running back to rush for 1,000 yards. He's now a coach at the University of Wisconsin. Number 2, Terdell Middleton. Drafted by the St. Louis Rams in 1977, Middleton wound up getting traded to the Green Bay Packers, where he played for 5 years. Middleton enjoyed an impressive sophomore year in 1978, totaling 1,116 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns. He also added 34 catches for 332 yards and 1 touchdown. And Middleton never came close to those numbers again, however. He played 1 season for the Memphis Showboats in the USFL and was out of football after 1984. Number 1, Ickey Woods. He's widely remembered for his Ickey Shuffle and by Cincinnati Bengals fans as the key piece of their '88 AFC Championship team. And if it weren't for Joe Montana's heroics, Woods would have led the Bengals to their first and only Super Bowl to date. Woods was named to the Pro Bowl in his rookie year, 1988, after rushing for 1,066 yards on 203 carries and finding the end zone 15 times. But that turned out to be the only impact season of Woods' career. An ACL tear ended Woods' 1989 season. 2 years later, Woods suffered another bad knee injury, which unfortunately ended said career. At least he had that one great season and one hell of a commercial. What other little-known running backs had 1,000-yard seasons? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we truly appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.
My knee.